try to get this answer right now, bro.
Yeah, and tell them too to do they do a autopsy on humans. If she is gone, try to get whatever information they can. It's called a necropsy, basically. Well, the
Did you
basic.
hear that terminology? I'm not sure of it. No. Just standing loops of bowels, is what you just said? What does that cause from? There's nothing that we notice out of normal, but that used to be a thing. But there's nothing that, like I was telling him, there's not any toys that are deformed or anything that will give us an indication that was something that she recently done. So she did get on something. Sure, her vomit was, it almost looked like it was a mixture of wild. Can you give me a minute to okay, thank you. Yes, please.
So no solid answers, but they said it sounded like someone's backed up in there.
Yeah, but I don't know what it could be, bro. She didn't have it. She fucking didn't. There was nothing in the house that she could have got or destroyed, bro.
But I'm gonna dig through this trash tomorrow because I'm
And
telling you.
she ate that 8 pound meal that we normally gave her. She
Yeah.
killed the food, so I'm not understanding.
And she ate the meal tonight.
No, before all of this stuff started happening.
Well, I mean, all I can say is the same time when I got that skinny picture of Tron, man, I didn't see nothing wrong. He was eating, throwing up, and then I think the last time that he threw up, bro, and even last night, him and Eco stayed in the room with my friend, and Jar stayed out here, and Tron threw up all over her bed, and she's like, "Did you see what fuck came out of his mouth?" So I gave her a glove to touch it. I have no clue what he got this from, what's even going. This nigga been in and out the cage and in here, and she don't even have nothing like that, bro. So I don't even know how long it's been in his stomach. So if they can, and the price ain't crazy, try to see about that necropsy or what they call autopsy, but it's for dogs. It's necropsy because now it's going to drive me crazy not knowing if it was. She said she's saying pyometria. Your temperatures normally rise with pyometria, but like Justice said before, that dog that died that he had, the temperature's fine. She's eating. There was no fluid. Remember, I was like, "Yo, she got fluid coming out." You're like, "Nah, no fluid," and so I can't see the symptoms or what could have caused it outside of some type of blockage.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. She's saying something didn't look right inside of there, but
Yeah, oxygen blowing up. The system starts. Tron's intestines almost telescope, which means they almost lay flat on each other. So they're pumping with fluids and cut part of his stomach out. That's what people.
Holy shit, Trev. What the fuck, bro?
Hey, This is welcome to the American bully, man. This is the stuff where I tell people, that 2 year mark. Now you know why. I'd be like this.
Jesus Christ,
Two
bro. This
two.
is crazy. I already thought I had the first introduction, nigga.
No,
Wow, bro.
no. This is disheartening to say the least. I know how much you guys care about that dog. You've done such a good job.
Fuck. She's on her way right here now, bro.
Who, Cat?
Yeah.
Oh shit, where's she at?
Nigga, she was out. And something, bro, I told you, bro, something told me not to leave, bro. Something told me not to leave, bro.
Shit, dude.
Something told me, you know what I'm saying? Something told me not to leave the crib, bro. And I was like, let me just stick around and make sure she's straight, bro.
Yeah. Look, always trust your gut, man. Fuck, dude. Well, for sure. Then what I'll do, and this is not to bypass. You guys take your time to go through whatever you got to go through. But I'll go ahead and we'll breed Cha Cha when she gets her next heat to Frank, and then you'll be right back in the game per se. But we'll get you a boy. we'll get you a boy. But man, look, you guys need anything? Definitely hit my line. See what they say about the necropsy. I hate when people don't have answers, but you literally won't know until you open the dog up and say, yo, what was going on here? And that still would be an x-ray. That still, them putting you on oxygen, you still were looking at a $3,000 night just for them to monitor and see what they could figure out between x-rays and fluids and whatever else they had to do. That would have been on for about 2 to 3 days, but this is bad, man. And not bad on your case. This is exactly what I'd be talking about, though. 2 years. If these dogs make it to 2 years, you're like, man, we did something right. and I'm counting the day every day. Like, yo, Eagle and Tron might just drop dead out there one day, bro. I just never know. That's the truth. But look, go ahead and take your time, my friend. And I said, if you need anything, bro, I'm up. All right, man.
I'll call you in a few.
Okay. Peace. Welcome back. I believe this is day 6. You heard 2 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, Lola is no longer with us. I don't know what they're experiencing, but I can tell you it's not good. Let me see. 2:48. Damn. I'm going the wrong way. What is shit? Now I gotta go back around and find my way. I gotta find my way. I'm going the wrong way. Well, shit. Oh, man, this is awful. You don't ever want to go the wrong way in Texas. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not that bad of a reroute. Not that bad of a reroute. Let's go. 30 West. Lola is no longer with us. We had a rough past 7 days. And, based on the symptoms, there wasn't anything that was like, well, I wonder what's going on. And Jamal said he went upstairs. I mean, he was texting me every 5. I'd say time that something felt went upstairs, came back down. He's like, yo, I don't think she's sleeping. I think she might be going out of there. Eyes rolling back in the air, trying to find the keys, jetting to the emergency room. And by the time he got there, they couldn't get the tube in her mouth because she was in rigor mortis. Now, mind you, this is unfortunately a part of this dog space, which is why if you watch Fit Bully TV and the things that we do, I only celebrate that year 2. Lola just turned 2 years old in June. This will be the month that she is as honest too. We didn't make it. And I can only imagine what they're feeling because they've done a hell of a job taking care of that dog, to be clear. I don't think there's anything they could have done different in terms of taking care of the dog. What we don't know is what caused it. We don't know if it was an inverted pyometria. We don't know if it was something she swallowed. We just don't know. So the rough part is just trying to find some answers. 26B. That we just, and get this. You get there, say, well, can you guys do a necropsy? They do an autopsy for humans. They do a necropsy for dogs, right? Well, yeah, we could do that, but we don't do transport. So now you got to take your dead dog, put it in a bag, I believe, and he's got to take the dog to Texas A&M, and then it's still gonna cost $1,200. That part kind of makes sense to get the necropsy done, just so we can see, you know, what caused this. Where did this come from? How did this happen? What went wrong? So they're, meaning him and Catman, they're over there struggling. Maul can deal with death a lot better, but man, the struggle's real. I can only imagine. And this is life kicking you in the mouth right now, meaning us. So I'm actually going to spend some time with our guy Scott Hunt out of the gun show, Texas, Fort Worth, and that was the plan originally. So I have to stick to the plan. And keep building a little bit what I call social equity. There's an exchange now of social wealth based on you showing up, and so part of, you know, me spending time with Scott, for one, he knows a lot, so I can learn a lot too, because we know we're going to be business partners in some form or fashion. And for three, I just need to stay in front of him. That's how life really works, is stay out in front, get out in front, and never leave the front. You leave the front, you turn invisible and get lost in whatever sauce. So hopefully when Maul calls back today, he's got a better idea. He said it was overwhelming last night, trying to figure everything out as far as what he should do and what can be done with this dog who's no longer with us. We'll do some business stuff today. Jamarcus will take the dogs out, work them a little bit, and then do a little like feeding things and talk a little bit about business life. But today's going to be real straightforward. I'm going to the DFW gun show, spend some time with our guy Scott Hunt, and I'm going to turn around and head back to the crib, get some more stuff for the dogs to eat, because that's all I do is spend money on dog food or dog eating. Work on some business stuff, we'll jump on the game, and then we'll start prepping for tomorrow. And we'll definitely be in there with Tadlock tomorrow. So guys, keep your head up no matter what, man. It's crazy having a sick feeling, you know, basically all last night, and then boom, you get this terrible news. These are the kind of things you say, man, I didn't sign up for this. But you are subscribed to life, so you have to deal with whatever life provides, good or bad. Okay, so I'm here at the, let's see, we'll zoom out here, at this dog show with Scott, man, learning about scopes and specs and all this other stuff. We're talking a little bit of business, man, life and some other things that I think that'll be interesting long term. And I don't know anything about guns, so this right here is always fun. And you're not supposed to have anything in here that can record, because if you're recording, I don't know what they're in here doing, what is happening. So stay tuned, because we got some more stuff coming.
Gentlemen, I'm using that term loosely.
Hey, how's it going?
Tasers, shoot the dark.
Negative. Negative. I got stuff to shoot the nice 5.56 pills up.
I got 308, so actually don't let them give a shit.
Yeah.
I can reach out and touch something and fall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can go grand with it. So you can. Oh yeah. 15 with 8 with 308. Oh yeah. What are you shooting? 175s?
Standard ammo.
147 ball? Oh. And Mandy?
I went toward Fort Bliss.
I know what it is.
Range out there.
Yeah.
On top of the tower.
Ah.
They were having a little gun shoot.
Oh yeah.
I was in the 1500.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, man.
So go ahead and finish what you were saying now.
If he's sitting 1500, he's not hitting the side of a fucking van. I mean it. He doesn't know. He walked up to the other he don't know. I know about it. And he ain't shooting a 147. I can show you the fucking ballistic dropping that thing. He'd be like this. He'd be like a warning. I'm serious. You can shoot that far. But it ain't gonna hit.
Isn't that the worst when somebody tries to tell you something? You like keep talking, and as they keep talking, you go, you guys making he live in La La Land, make believe.
And you didn't see me say it yet. But
Yeah, no, you got to, man. You got to let him be there when he goes through. Oh man.
dude, I like that camera.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing some vlog stuff. So I'm doing 30 days vlogging on day 5, man. We've been killing it. Do a recap of the day. This is kind of stuff that they don't get to see. And he said, man, what was it like watching us build $1 billion business? Well, you watch me work every day. You watch me on the dogs. I mean, you watch us handle the business for 5 to 6 years straight.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. But he's about to add you as an admin to the Shopify thing, so you have it.
What we do. There's not even pictures of the product. That's bad. Then they're not even on Amazon.
No.
There's no A+ content. We haven't created a brand registry. We haven't done any of this stuff. So we're talking about, for example, hear me out. Me putting in money. Why? There's no reason. When we grow it, so let me explain. They're gonna say, okay, well, we want to bring investors. Okay, well, this investor paid this for the product. Well, why didn't the current products generate? So why did you need to bring out outside money? So it doesn't look right. But we brought this guy in because of his value. This is what he's going to do. Picking up what I put down. And since then, we have gone this month. I'm not done.
Well, we won't need investors if we can grow in that way. Yeah.
No. And this is like the 1, 2, 3 on how to get there. And if we do,
$2.
Yeah. And you're going to get class B shares. We're going to give you 15% at the end of the year if we decide we want to buy you back.
This is for the credit cards, is right? Or
RFID, yes sir.
So you put the button and it goes out?
Yeah,
or-
so so essentially you put all your cards in, you push it, they pop
How many
out.
can you put on?
Gosh, look at this.
Oh, so that's where you put them all on.
Yeah, it gets fat. Yeah, yes sir, that's it.
How much is that?
$30. Most people charge about 80 cents. I charge 30.
And you can, at the airport,
Working on
Yes, and
structures
so the good
and
thing about it too is,
infrastructure.
if somebody walks by and tries to scan your credit card when they walk by, can't get through.
I kind of like a Rolex, too. Kind of like my life.
Things make a difference.
Yep.
I won't go 2 miles.
Kind of 1991
City, I said, well, let's get some work done. Let's add it into our Shopify. It's an admin. There's a lot of magic stuff about to take place.
Wait, is that like supposed to be the new one or the old one?
Stay
¿saben
relevant.
algo? Santa Rosa.
Yeah, like it was the old one.
Like, oh, you'll be up there hanging out, huh? That sounds like an opportunity to work on some stuff. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. And
This one's inside
day
here.
5 of the vlog, or day 6 I uploaded.
And then
It's 5 days of
push
vlog.
this,
And then
Already
you
out.
about the side. Yeah.
Once you get into the habit of this stuff, it becomes easier.
Which one is
Stay
more?
at it, stay on it at least 30 days. So I'll put it down to at least 2 to 8 a month and go from there.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much. You might as well get one, man. You're carrying it like that, $30. You don't get it now, you're going to pay $80 for one later on.
That's right.
If you don't buy one now, you're going to pay $80 for it later. So let's save you some money. Let's save you the headache. And the way you're carrying your cards and the way you do it, man, you're about to have a big problem.
Hay dos lenas.
Y'all need any help?
If I walked in here with the shirt, it'd be more evident. I was like, had a big ass bully on my shirt. Like, hey man, I seen you somewhere. You're like, maybe, maybe not, man. You got dogs? I'm none with them. I play into it. It's a funny game, but but yeah, man.
Especially out here, people love their dogs. Bro. Like the other company that I work for, they have an option for you to elect when you first initially sign up. You can get pet insurance and you can get bereavement pay for your dogs. You just got to pay into it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And my what's it called, our last CEO, when he had an older Mal and she passed away, he took like 2 weeks off.
So you get now bereavement pay for a dog.
Yeah. Cats aren't listed though. I was laughing at that. I was sitting there reading the paperwork and I just started laughing. And the HR lady's like, "What are you laughing at?" It's like, you get bereavement pay for a dog, but they like fuck cats.
It's
not working in here.
And no, it's just awful. And they give you guys the option to do pet insurance as well.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting. I didn't know that, man. What company you work for?
Cardinal Glass.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at going over to Orion now, just because it's I got way more military benefits over there. Me being veteran, it just works out. Yeah, he was looking at one too. Cool. I'm not even sure how they attach. But I just like the way that right there, that picture.
Yeah.
It's the same way.
Nice, right?
Oh,
Yeah, and that I told you my special force buddy, CIA guy.
yeah.
Oh, you ought to hear me and his uncle talk.
Yeah.
He said he just gave me respect. They'll give him bereavement pay for dogs that die if you pay your pet insurance at job site.
They do what?
Exactly. So a loved one dies, you can take 2 weeks off. You can get paid 2 weeks if your dog dies, man.
Oh, bereavement? Really?
I go, now that's crazy, man.
I like that. This is, dude, that's so simple. We wouldn't have to take off it literally goes. But yeah, we were sitting there, and that's my other brother. He was holding tank.
Yeah.
And then that deer goes walking past the back door.
How's your uncle doing?
Crazy as always, but he finally got his check back from the VA for his Agent Orange, so he's enjoying life.
Your
right
uncle
now.
and I hit it off man, right out of the bat, bro. What's your telephone number?
817
817
810
810
63. So, question.
Yeah.
I grew up around some dogs that were more clingy than others.
Oh, yeah.
But my daughter's dog, this dog naturally walks right between your fucking legs when you're walking.
She got a
through
good
the
tuck
house.
already.
Yeah, just does it. But does it at the worst times. Like you're sitting there doing the dishes and he'll like try and squeeze between you and the counter and push one leg back so that he can be there and just lay down. And then if I'm in the garage and I have them out with me, I don't really have them out when a bunch of people are at the house because I want their attention. And when I'm in the garage doing something like drill press or whatever, just trying to keep them like occupied and around me during daily tasks, I'll be sitting there drilling through metal. My other dog hears the drill press come on, he goes and lays down on the opposite side.
Yeah.
He just lays down, watches, and just whatever. But this dog, eventually, he'll just come over, be right there until one hot shaving hits him on the tip of the nose. He gets up, runs away, and then he comes back. And I'm like, why do you keep doing this? Like you didn't learn your lesson the first time, but he's just like that. Like he always wants to be right in your space, and I don't mind it if I'm laying down on the ground and tell him, come here, and like want to be here, and they just lay their heads right here, lay their heads right here, and I just sit there and watch TV,
boy.
and they just do that.
Naturally.
They just do it, but Mott is like so clingy to the point where it's like he almost has separation anxiety. Yeah. Like we can't give him a bed, we can give him a blanket, but we can't give him a true bed because the second he freaks out over something during the day, we'll come back home and there's fluff all throughout the kennel. If we leave him out, he's tearing into an edge of a couch or something, and we're just like, what the hell is wrong with you that they're pack mates, they're born together, but the other dog doesn't exude any of those traits. He's just like chill, like fireworks are off outside, he's like, oh, fuck it, I'm going back to sleep. But Mott is like, oh, shit.
Freaked out, huh?
Yeah.
What were some of the things that you did early on when you got him?
My daughter always cuddled him. Like, she always cuddled him. Like, he went everywhere with her. She picked him up. He loves to separate from you.
So year one,
Yeah.
no dogs. I tell people it's hard for the people who love dogs. Year one, we create separation. The first year of their lives, they're in the crate, or we're going outside to work. They come out to eat. They get maybe 30, 40 minutes to play around the house outside of training and stuff, but we do extensive work. Year one, I don't want anybody to be dependent on me. If that happens in that 8 to 4 month range, you got problems.
It's set in the brain at that point.
Yeah, well, see, AKC did a study on character development, 8 to 16 weeks. The character of the dog is highly developed at 8 to 16 weeks. So even for me, when we have people, hey man, I owe you a few more payments or something, I'll be like, yo, at week 10, they got to go.
All right, cool.
They got to go. I say, hey, look, these dogs, the ones that I breed, they need to get into their house and get into their flow.
Yeah.
So they got to go. You got to come get it, figure out the rest of the money. If you don't, I said, I'll survive. But we've already agreed, so just pay the rest. I'll hold the paperwork, whatever, right? But what people don't understand, especially with working breeds as well, and anything that has an anxiousness, you create that anxiousness, which is why the crate's important, right?
Yeah.
Dog don't have a place to go and chill, then he's always chilling on your ass. So I'm like this, when it's time to go up, they going up, bro. And when I leave them, I can leave them outside, sleep in the room. They'll sleep on the couch, and nobody be scratching at the door acting crazy. But what they don't understand, the first year of just overall character development, making sure that we could function for the next 10. I'd be like this, you guys fail to realize a healthy dog gonna give you 8 to 10. Bare minimum, do I want this dog chastising me for the next 10? No. That's
makes
why
sense.
they like this. Well, I love the dog. I don't think it should be in the crate. Hey, fair enough. But then year 2, when you got separation anxiety, he's biting through the cage, he's pissing and pooping on things, destroying your couch. Who do you think that started? Because you fucking babied him. And at the end of the day, we got Dobermans. It's a goddamn 90 to 110 pound dog that's only motivated by you. He's got no identity. And so, believe it or not, dogs need an identity. My dog, Ego, Ego, come here, look at you. If you don't have anything he wants, even me, I'm outside, I'm out there with all the dogs in the backyard. Once he's used the bathroom and looked, he's back at the door like, bro, I don't want to be out here.
Right.
He's got his own, and I need him to think that way. But if I got something, he's just like, yo, let's go. But the minute you do like this, it's hard to undo, man. But you definitely already know, man. But, whenever you get your next pup, because clearly you're going to have more dogs and more dogs, you can work through it. But if you've got a crate, I tell people the easy thing now is just to let it hang out in a crate if you don't trust it or if you get annoyed. But place, that placemat thing, teaching it place, just like you tell your kid, hey, go sit down on the couch. Go to your room. Like, we might have 4 or 5 cots throughout the house and start working on that. Because if we are in the garage working or if we are dealing with other pups and I want to teach patience and bring other dogs in, you turn around and say, place, you need to go sit down on that cot. And we start teaching that probably about 6 to 8 months as well. But those are the biggest things, man. Giving it a chair, which is that little cot thing, making sure that it develops a sense of self. That's leaving, I won't say leaving it in the backyard, but putting it in the backyard at times, taking it on walks so it knows when we grab the leash. Call it positive object association. So you get the keys, oh, we're going on the ride. You get the leash, oh, we're going on a walk. Oh, you hear the pail, oh, we about to eat. Getting that routine, that first year is critical, man. So when we get to year 5, I can leave a bag of uneaten McDonald's next to the trash and Ego won't get into it. That's the best dog I have.
This is one of the guys that I'm running up with.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we go full battle round.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
But you know what you're doing, man.
This guy's
Kind of. I forgot so much shit.
serious,
So
bro.
it's like,
When he
but you
cuts
just,
that grass,
yeah.
I got videos of us, man.
Yeah. Dude, I definitely want to see that. That's definitely something I want to learn. I'll talk to him in a second. That makes a lot of sense because when the puppies were little, that was one thing that I always noticed. They were super attentive. And like, if we're in the front yard, my kids are playing, and somebody comes walking up and tries to talk to him, I'm like, hell no. Nah, you talk to me first, bro. Like, you don't talk to my kids. Like, don't talk to my kids.
Yeah. And,
So
and
that's
the
probably
thing
where
too.
they got it from.
And mind you, just like a child, they're looking for direction. So it's imperative, like a parent, that you give them places, times, and things to do. But also, I literally go crazy. Like, hey, it'd be a week where there are cages in the washing room, and I'm washing clothes. They be in the garage. They'll be in this room, that room, the bathroom. Sometimes I put them in every part so they don't ever get fixated on me. You get to stay in a room, and they're like, man, you going through a lot. I'm like, bro, this is 10 years. I got 10 years if everything goes right with this dog, and I don't want it on my heels all the time. I want it like if I leave the door open and Tron and Ego are out there sleeping on the couch, they don't come back and check. If they on the bed, I don't care about them being mine to be on the bed, but they don't need to come out if I'm sitting on the couch minding my business. But the minute you do like this, it's just like a child. Hey, what are we doing? Oh, this is what you're doing. This is when we're doing it. This is the time we need apart. So when we get to year 2 and year 3, and then we start upping the ante, go and do bite work with Stan. And mind you, this ain't even training, boss. We're not talking about sit down, lay, stay. We're just talking about living in a home without me being. That's it, man. That's the biggest thing. I ain't going overboard no more with that all that heavy training. I might train one dog moving forward to ever do that stuff. But for me, I just want to be able to live in a home, dogs can walk around, nobody pissing and shitting on the floor, and they're not on my pinky toe all the time. That's the biggest thing. And it's okay if they lay by you. I'm not saying that's not okay.
Yeah.
But that year
I was just
one,
getting ready to say that. It's like that's something like when we were growing up with, my dad always paired us with dogs. And so we always had one dog that was always around. It's like, because the area we lived in California, there's coyotes and there's mountains.
oh my God.
And so at one point in time, my dad had 13, 14 dogs. And at any point in time, when I'm cleaning out the kennels, I could just open up all the doors, let all the dogs out. They go and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
They run around the property. They stay close to the house. And I'll clean out the kennels and then whistle for them to come back, shake the dog food bowl, or they hear me open that bag and they're all of them right inside their kennel.
See that's what I'm talking about right there. We do perimeter training too, so I'll go to a field. Some videos I've done where the first we'll walk up and down an empty field, and normally the dog starts getting perspective on how close to stay as early as 8 weeks. So too far, and is you want them to be directed, but you want them also to be curious because you need a dog who's got his nose down or head up. You can't train instinct. You have to allow it to develop too. So while we go to the parks and get in the water and all that crazy stuff, bro, this is instinctual. I don't want you to have fear. I need you to be focused, and even more important, I need you to have a sense of self and be smarter than me in situations.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because
If they're only looking at you, y'all both get killed.
right.
I have one other question.
Yeah.
What causes dogs to not have a prey drive? Well, rabbits, squirrels, possums, but they annihilate rats. Like if they fucking find a rat, they see a rat go run under something, they will dig sideways. I've seen them like this, just growling their fucking asses off. As soon as they get it, they shake the living piss out of it. They'll throw it down. The other one gets it, shakes the living piss out of it. They'll forget about it, and they'll walk away from it. Okay, whatever.
So
the next thing you know, they go over to it and see it. Oh, you motherfucker!
One of the things I've learned is we did some general work with the general, and he won't go against prey that are bigger than him. Mm-hmm. So believe it or not, unless the dog's trained to hunt and have prey drive, they'll actually gauge. I don't really want to deal with the repercussions of that. Everybody hates rats.
Right.
They hate a rat,
Yeah.
and so that thing, a rat can get active.
Yeah, it can.
But when you start talking about possums and raccoons, man,
Yeah.
those come back. And a dog, if it's not been trained to hunt or bred to hunt per se, it might be like, that might be a little bit more problematic.
The breeder we got them from, it was a snafu. He breeds blue ticks and he breeds catahoulas, and the male from the blue tick got out to the female catahoula. This litter is just an accident.
Yeah.
So we only paid like $250 for each one. So it was not
That's a
bad
steal,
at all.
man.
But that's what he trains them to do. So I was always curious. I asked him about it. I was like, dude, do your other dogs go after like possums and like just anything that moves? And he's like, nah, they go after whatever you train
a
them
blue
to go
tick
after.
healer often is a sheepdog.
Yeah.
Or it helps manage get cattle and stuff
livestock
moving.
and stuff.
Where the Catalua, Native Americans and others down in Louisiana where that thing come from, I believe, those things are trained to hunt. So you might have an imbalance in terms of choices that it's making. So the conflict is the healer only is to make the thing move. Like, hey, let's get this thing out of here.
Right.
So it guides the herd, sheep, whatever. That Catalua, he'll go get on some things.
Right.
He'll get on some things. So you got that conflict of interest.
Yeah, that makes sense. We got two cane corsos that walk the neighborhood every once in a while. They're the sweetest fucking dogs. Scared the shit out of me and him one time. We were walking, and it's dark outside. Didn't even hear them because the way that he cuts their, the way their owner cuts their claws.
Yeah.
They don't impact the ground
At all.
And so I'm just walking. This motherfucker just licks me from like here to here. And I'm just like, motherfucker! Oh shit!
Yeah.
And both of them just wagging their tails like, hey, how's it going? And then the neighbor whose dogs they were, he called them and they just take off towards the house. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I talked to him about it. I was like, bro, your dogs is just out here running? He's like, yeah, they get out sometimes. I got to kick them out of the house because they want to sit there and tussle while I'm on a meeting, stuff like that. So I put them in the backyard and they're up and over the fence if I take to them. That's a big ass dog.
Yeah, and that's interesting because most mastiffs are more reserved.
Yeah.
They don't go like running around like that.
Yeah. Nah, anytime I see him at PetSmart with him, he's letting people play with them, letting people love on
And
them.
that's socialization, man. That's super important too.
Cane Corsos are technically mastiffs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Did you ever? Oh shit! Did you ever hear about that study? They found, like in mastiffs, when they were trying to figure out exactly how they were derived.
Yeah.
There's bear DNA in this motherfucker.
Interesting.
Yeah. If
that
you go
is-
back to, I'm trying to remember the guy's page, but he has a YouTube page and he talks about the history of different dog breeds. And he was talking about the Romans, their dog is extinct. Their little war dog that they used to use.
Yeah.
Because it was just a giant mastiff, and they were
Yeah,
trying to figure
Molosser
out.
breeds. Those Molosser breeds is the
Yeah.
ones where you say, well, what did we do with these dogs? And definitely the Mastiff is one of the ones that'll go out there and get active.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about the Rhodesian Ridgeback designed
Yeah.
to go and hunt lions.
Right.
Like, who went up against a lion?
Right.
Nobody's smart, but
Yeah.
they train the dogs to go and harass them, man. I love hearing that. You're gonna have me down another rabbit hole, man. That's the stuff that intrigues me.
Yeah,
Even
I'm trying to remember the name of the site. When I get it, I'll send it to
Yeah,
Scott
yeah,
and shoot it to you. But he was sitting there talking to this guy about it, and the guy's a geneticist. And he's like, yeah, he's like, when we were, they do, I forgot what it's called. It's not necessarily a necropsy.
Ah.
They were doing it on dogs, and they cut into the femur bone, and they were testing the DNA at different points. And then they noticed that the larger bones inside the dog resembled bare joints and bare bones. And because, you know, when a mastiff walks, it does this. And steps, bears do that too. And so they were curious about that shit. Whereas other dogs, they're just straightforward.
Yeah.
But if the mastiffs, they're actually, their paws turn like this at that weird ass degree. It's crazy. Yeah.
I never thought about that.
You know, no, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised where when you look at even our molars, you say, man, I don't know where you at food-wise, but we start leaning more into veggies as we get older a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's because of by our teeth. We don't have anything to really chew meat. We don't, bro. So even when you want a perfect scissor bite, the dog bites and shreds, it's like literally destroying stuff nonstop.
Yeah.
This is why your Frenchies and English Bulldogs have so much trouble because they can't even groom themselves. They're not happy. I mean, you go down the line. So when he's talking about paddling, so if a dog paddles, it brings his feet out. You don't want that in the show ring. You want a good come and go per se, where they're like almost like the feet meet. It's
Yeah,
almost like,
pitter-patter.
and then you turn around, like you said, they do that. That fucking foot comes one in front of us. So that's interesting that someone analyzed anatomically how they're moving structurally and then said, huh.
Yeah, and the bones that come from the shoulder down to the first joint right here, shaped exactly like a bear's. Exactly like a bear's. It's crazy. And I was like, I never fucking thought of that. But yeah, they got that super loose skin all over the face, all over the back, and it's tough. I'll try and remember the guy's page.
Listen, guys, I'm
rescues-
about to put them on this. Man, listen, this guy told me that Canine Corsons have bear DNA.
Yeah. Yes. They have freaking large, massive dogs have bear DNA in them. It's crazy.
Go learn about it because I am. This is huge.
Yeah.
This is now I'm interested. I'm gonna break down what he taught me, and it's all gonna be over the
Yeah, the guy's in Vegas.
Hey, you say he's a DNA guy?
Yeah, the guy's podcast is in Vegas. He rescues cane corsos, large breed dogs, mainly massive cane corsos, and that's what he does.
Chick-fil-A
Let me look it up. real quick.
magazine.
Slay.
That's crazy, man. Look, I love this type of information. Quite a few people have said hello to me or wanted to shake my hand or, hey man, I follow you here and there, man. Oh wow. For one, big shout out to everybody that watches, follows, tunes in. This is the kind of stuff you don't see, and part of relationship development is going to develop a relationship. Part of the first step in developing a relationship, especially of trust, begins and ends with showing up and in being consistent. So, Scott's a guy that I plan on being engaged in his life probably for about 15, 20 years from now. And so what does 15 years of work look like? Those are the questions that I'm asking. And, what's the first year of work? Well, let's find the work that we can do together. Let's define that work by, building something that keeps us together. And then let's, again, lean into the work and learn how to be better because we know each other. And then, over years, you begin to trust a person. You guys have aligned interests. There's value exchange. There's skill exchange. It's just a lot of stuff that we both bring to the table. And I'm super glad to gun shows, all this stuff is boring to me. I got to be honest. But the people and the fun part is being around guys like Scott and his friend who's helping and seeing the optics and how the business works, communication, and like, yo, man, give me a breakdown. Let me see if I can sell some gun stuff. And you just hear, right? See what you can do. And you meet a lot of good people. There's been a lot of hellos, and man, you got the dogs. And so big thank you to everybody who watches, because even in this unique environment, there's been connective tissue. Just him seeing, this dude's onto something, man. There's a lot of people who said hello.
Yep.
So I love communication, but
I want your pictures to look just like the top product you can find on Amazon.
okay. And so you said index, and what else?
So, just go ahead.
Yeah, it's rolling.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. On the website, I'm gonna look at the products that are available. Okay. We want to find and edit alt text and the SEO, the page description, the header, all the metadata, so on and so forth, okay, to try to compete with other companies that have a similar product. Or, not that their product would be as good as ours, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Right? And then what I'm going to do is I go into Google, and I use the Google keyword tool. When I use the Google keyword tool, it tells me how much search volume is for each keyword. When I look at the cost per click for first page, top page position, it gives me a price. The higher the price, normally the higher it is to rank for that keyword. I look at the search volumes, I look at the cost per click, and then I go to Google and I look up the number of index files, or index pages, sorry.
Yeah.
And so if there's a lot of index pages and a high competition, it's hard to get the first page. If I go and there's a lot of, if the cost per click, cost per top page bid is not high, and there's traffic, a lot of traffic, and very low index number of index pages. So in other words, when you type in like a search on Google, in the bottom left, right under the search, it tells you how many index pages.
Yeah.
So that, for example, when I took advertising, it was like 5 billion or something, right? So what we do is, then from that we look at the searches, and then we look to see. So say for example, we typed in raw dog treats.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we put in raw dog treats, and on Google the top page position was 80 cents per click. Okay, so 80 cents per click is probably not very hard to run ads, and if it's only 80 cents per click, it's probably not hard to rank for. Then what I do is I say, okay, well, here's this amount of data, here's the number of searches that we want, right? I find the searches. Then what I do is I go look on Google to see how many pages there are that we have to compete for that term. So then I got that data. Then I look at the top competitors and I figure out the domain and page authority of those pages. Then I go into another step in that, and I do backlink analysis. And essentially I can re-engineer their page. Not copying it, but re-engineer it to where it's better.
Yeah.
Right? And now they might have a higher page authority and higher domain authority, but we'll get there. So even if your SEO is perfect, you still have to build your domain and page authority. That takes time. However, the idea is trying to figure out what we can rank for with all the variables that we have. So if we say for example we have a page authority of 18 and our competition's a 60, I better find some low-hanging fruit keywords. So I may not be able to go after raw dog treats. I might have to go after something with a lower search volume that might be raw dog treats online, or it might be a longer tail keyword.
I could help with some of those words too, because the way people are talking about how it's
That's
being
exactly right.
communicated.
Exactly. And then so what I do is I can look and I'll develop a bunch of searches, hundreds of them, to figure out what we can do to embed these in the site, in the pictures, so on and so forth, without making it too long, right? And then but obviously we want a lot of content behind it. Wording is important, so we can increase the keyword density as well. But that's just a portion of it.
Yeah.
That's like 10% of what I do on a per page, on a per page thing. It's 10% of it, legitimate.
Guys, I'm here just making sure that we document the process that we're about to go through as we build some amazing things in all platforms. So you go, learning what he's got to do makes me better at what I need to do. So when you go and search stuff, maybe one guy saying, oh, that dude talks raw dog. So it's like, hey, what if I could get a video to do 1 million views that was based on raw dog treats? Well, now it links everything a lot quicker.
And then, and here's another thing too. So say for example, we're trying to here's another thing too: is say for example we're trying to, there might be keywords that nobody in the industry has figured out. There might be 4 or 5 long tail keywords that people are searching, that the competition or the big manufacturers don't go after. And that could be very common because they have shelf space. I'm not saying that they don't care about your dog. That's a different story. However, they're when you want that other crappy dog food, you can go buy that at Walmart.
Yeah.
Period. Right? So they don't really have to. Some of the times, the biggest competitors don't put as much effort in online. Now, some of them do.
Yeah, but one order of them, and that's the small things. When you look at viable products, you say, what's one thing that they're not doing that we could do really well, and that'll get you past them and bring the value up. In the dog space, getting niche and more meticulous in a sense, as people really lean into how to do better for their pets. So I'm like, huge opportunity here. We don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, people.
Put the back of my truck.
By yourself?
Yeah, pick them up in 2s. Watch that.
Yeah, man.
Pick it up.
I'm not that sick.
Whole thing, bro.
You think I'm gonna throw my back? I know how this works. I ain't in that back blowing business.
I ain't get heavy. I used to stack it up in my truck in the bed.
I can see how this could be awful.
Yeah. And I mean, by 2s, and I would strap them together and lift them up.
No,
And
man, I know ergonomically what that'll do to you.
I pulled an ass muscle one day, man, and it hurt so bad, man. I couldn't walk, man, for like a couple days. I was like this.
No.
I was like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no.
It was bad, man. It was
I
so
know
bad.
better, man. Look, them being strong days, I'm only strong in the gym where it makes sense.
Hey, I know you're strong, man. Come on now.
You know, I'm saying you gotta be smart.
Yeah.
Control weight, variables. I know what I'm doing.
Cars over there.
Yeah, man, look at that stuff, man.
Hydro's busted.
That dude is on.
Yeah. I thought he was getting towed. Yeah, he's on 3-wheel. I thought he was in.
This is behind the scenes, man.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it before?
Somebody has to do it. It's hard.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, have you ever watched anybody do it?
Yeah, because we had to, my buddy, we had to use the trailer for something that we needed, and it was like, he actually messed it up.
Oh, he messed it up?
Yeah, he messed his up, bro.
See, that's why it's warp speed.
It's a big ass trailer, man. Put a boot on that booger.
I sure did. I ain't like them apples.
That's the kind of shit you put on your girl car when she thinks she's leaving. She's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, go ahead and get out of here now. You got the Uber, bitch.
Yeah, you gotta pay for your boot, by the way. You gotta pay your dues.
First time for everything, man.
I know, right? I've never gotten that off that fence. I normally connect it first before, but I still got the other one on the other side.
You got 2 boots?
I got the other one on the side, but I'm gonna leave it on there until I back up.
All right. And it's hot as a hoochie out here. All behind the scenes, people.
Nope. Oh. Sight.
Too far.
I can't see with the glare in the sun.
Y'all think that's the one?
We'll find out. That looks like it.
Right here works, right?
No, I gotta get down there because they're gonna be trying to get out of here in a minute.
Oh, damn. How do you get out of here if you pull that trailer away?
16-foot trailer is so much fun. What's going on, kinfolk? How you doing, bro?
What's up with it, bro?
I look like a basset hound mixed with a
So
pit
you want me to
bull.
go around this side? I'll go around the other side. Oh, he's about to try to get out. Oh, okay, cool.
They hire a group of Negroes. See your face.
I didn't say it.
To come and move all the tables. And labor's job. I don't really get my hands dirty like that, so I don't know, man. I'm so tired, I'm gonna have to take a nap before I get on the road.
Now you see why I was building tables on the far side? Can you imagine how many more they'd have?
Absolutely.
When you were in Japan, I was by myself. One Japan, busiest one I've ever done.
He was, oh,
Yeah, I went on vacation in Japan, and then he and his girls just ran the show one
We got
day.
killed, dude.
That was a crazy one.
Yeah,
Damn.
not apparently. Ain't nothing apparent. It was they'd given a speech about taking guns and mortars and that shit. When they do that, it's like the greatest thing for us.
yeah. That's right, people. That's me at the gun show helping. Whew. You know, most people don't expect you to show up, support, and help. And I don't have a lot of people to show up for and support. That's the truth. Ain't enough people doing stuff. So, it's about 6:48, man. It's a blast hanging out with Scott. I learned a lot about him, most importantly, and just the business in itself and things that we need to do and what a week of work look like and goals and etc. But the facts are that this parking lot's clear now. Everybody's going. People bought their guns. Show was good. Got to help him load up and build some more social equity. Be mindful of who you're with. Take care of the people that you're with, and be wise about the choices you're making. Because one wrong choice could send you down the wrong road. One right choice could open up 1,000 roads. And right now I'm on a 1,000 road journey, walking down one specific path. Dogs. And those dogs are gonna help me change the world.